どうしたのかな。
Comes a new challenger.
Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
よし、やるか。
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Denies that throw attempt. Opts for the throw. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. What's the play here? That was a solid anti-air. From up above. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other? KO! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Experiencing burnout. Things are slow going with rising uppercut. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Drive rush to keep it going. Avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow. Perfect input. Not letting up. Burnout activates. Will we finds the target. Got him up against the wall and the stun is there. They're recovered. All in with a rush. Let's go airborne. This pressure must be driving them nuts. That corner is starting to look scary. Who will come out on top? Burnout, but they may have a plan here. Player 1, there's a burnout. Kick out of nowhere. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Jets with a sandblast. Gets the counter hit. Awesome. Reads the throw and escapes. Both fighters are standing firm with plenty of health remaining. Oh, the throw connects. Plenty of health. In with the cross. Amazing. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? Ooh, what a smart throw. Fights back with authority. Turns out. Doesn't touch the throw. Player 2 faced a giant and walks away unscathed. What a win! They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Awesome! Medium kick hit. Strings it all together. Backs them into the corner. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. It's clear that neither of them wants to be in the corner. Taking stock. Player 2 is in a tight spot right now. Solid combo. They can't even get sneezed on here. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning stretch. The comeback's gonna be tough now. Can they do it? Player 2 chases. They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. Did well to get the buff in there. All right, what's coming up next? Love tap to close it. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like their weight saw that jumping coming from a mile away and carries it perfectly. Decides to puff up while they can. Feeling out the spacing. Drive rush to keep it going. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Gets the combo. Sandblast. Barely blocks the jump in. Springs forward with the drive rush. Both fighters planning something? Super Arts on deck. Connects with the throw. Still scrapping for control of the space. Corner is starting to look scary. Burn out, but they may have a plan here. More fuel for the fire. Hook them up. Player 2 can't afford mistakes without that drive. Closes it out. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Drive reverse, drive rush to keep it going. Both fighters look to set things up as they continue to jostle for position. Which fighter will control the pace of the match early on? Which springs forward with the drive rush. You've gotta be mindful of reaching jump-ins at this range. Blocks it. Player 2 will need to play a concerted next with the throw. Medium kick. Oh, here we go. Oh, the throw connects. All stocked up. Where's the Fuha gonna come into play? Versus throw reacting with the fireball. Ooh, you never know what can. All in with the rush. Dangerous range here. Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? This is the best. What a finish. Player 2 made all the right moves. And this experience is only gonna make them stronger.
Comes a new challenger.
And they've gone for the same character. Neither side's gonna want to lose this one.
Yosh!
Round 1. Fight.
All right. right, first round. What's going to happen? Tries to get a breather with a projectile. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round is over. They're jostling for the dominant position in which capitalizes on every mistake and picks up the perfect KO. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. They trade. Perfect input, not letting up. Grabs him. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Can't tech the throw. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Burnout activates. It's a good spot to use the super. It's time to go in. The Pale Rider snatches them. They're looking to end things right here. A real test of nerves here. Poses them. They're in range. It's the drive. Escapes the corner. One can draw critical. What's gonna happen? Doesn't tech the throw. Player 2 comes away with the win.
ただいまよりデイリートーナメントの決勝戦が始まります。観戦される方は前方の特設ステージにお集まりください。
Fighting Master! This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Both fighters aren't moving. Maybe there are technical issues? Player 1 with the life lead backs them into the corner. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. That was a solid anti-air. The low is enough. Strings it all together. We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hand to throw? Ends the round. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. That drive impact doesn't get through. Holds out with the block. Will gain control of the match in the early going. Caught in the cross-up. They both need to stand firm here and deal with an empty drive gauge. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. What'll happen here? Will we see a drive impact? Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Breaks their guard with the throw. Here comes the mix-up. This can lead to some big damage. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Takes in the throw. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Takes a trip. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Shoots off a fireball up close. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. From up above. KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Medium kick, wrapping it out up close. Player 2 can build off this lead. Very difficult to use drive here. How will both fighters cope? Burnout activates. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. They're going for the super art. The super doesn't hit. That's the counter. Back to do the corner. What setups do they have? The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Did we see a drive impact here? What'll happen here? This is gonna hurt. Closes it out. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Gets the counter hit. Perfect flash knife. Player 1 can all in with a rush. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Oh, here we go. Goes absolutely refusing to give up ground. Amazing. That corner is starting to look doesn't take the throw. That was catch and catch.
デイリートーナメントの優勝者が決定しました。おめでとうございます。
Comes a new challenger.
Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
よしやるか
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Good parry there, and player 2 with the life lead. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Sticks the jump in. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. KO! Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fire. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure it springs forward with the drive rush. Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. Quick breather, Devil's Reverse. Still slugging it out at this range. Breaks all the throws connect. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. A real test of nerves here. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Flatlines them. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Risky play, but it pays off. Blocks it. Back this combo hit. Drive rush to keep it going. Ooh, you never know what can happen. Connects with the throw. What now? Breaks it. Player 2 with the rhythm, owning that space. All in with the rush. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Sticks it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it.
Marina
Player 1 is on track to steal this back after that super. Nowhere to run. Burn out, but they may have a plan here. Who are they swinging at? It is over! That was a fight heard round the world. Yo, pop that! It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that rundown. Misses the grab. Big throws. Player 2 springs forward with the drive rush. Can't protect the throw. Parries the attack and goes for the drive rush there. Gets a chance with that jump. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Neither fighter can rely on their drive anymore. Knockdown. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Limited resources at hand right now. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. They've got the beater for a drive impact. The hit lands and they're gonna get a bonus here. What a finish. Great meat on the life gauge there. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? The match just started. It's anyone's game. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Jump! The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Not much life difference. One of them springs forward with a drive rush. Super arc the hit lands and they're gonna get a bonus here. Experiencing burnout. Amazing! All critical. What's gonna happen? KO. Player 2 played with a lot of heart to pull off a tremendous win. Definitely one to watch. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Throws them to negate the block. Starts with a jump in. Lots of aggression from both sides. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Player, this is a huge chance to make a field. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Pokes with the medium kick. Psycho power goes boom! Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Gets the throw and continues on the offensive. Genius reach springs forward with the drive rush. It's a good spot to use the super Psycho Punisher hit them. Good heads-up play going for that combo to do enough damage to finish the round. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Staves off the cross-up. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Still slugging it out here. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Player 1 has the life lead. Just out of range for that throw. Drive rush. Gets in their face. Drive reversal in the corner with a super arc connect. Then goes for the super arc. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Does a good job. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to hit. Rolls in. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Big counter. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? They're going for the super arc? That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Player 2 springs forward with the drive rush. Side switch in the corner. Goes for the rush. Knacks him with the back. Drive rush to keep it going. Still scrapping for control of the space. A super arc? That's not gonna hit. The super doesn't hit. Player 1 holding on to that. Connects with the throw. Player 1 just goes for it at this range. Okay, here we go. Both against the counter hit and the win. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. He anticipated that throw. Back hit and the pressure builds. And they were looking for that detonation. Throws him. What now? And eats it. All in with a rush. Player 1 needs to use their drive moves to have any chance of a comeback. Let's see. Oh, burnout! Did they mean to do that? Ah, genius read with that throw escape. Noticeable life lead is a... They are done! Player 2 faced the giant and walks away unscathed. What a win! Time to get down to business. The first round starts now. Awesome! The jump in catches them. Player 1 has the life lead. Goes for the throw. Knockdown. Player 1 has them legit shook in the corner. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. The jump in is denied. Can't tech the throw. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. Taking stock. Uses the parry. Looks like no power goes in there. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have parries the jump in to shut it down. Perfect input, not letting up. Jumps. Barely blocks the jump in. Does a good job. Oh, burnout triggered. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Super art on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. They're going for the super art. Going in? You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this rate. All the throws connects. They've got the beat springs forward with the drive rush. All in with the rush. Oh, burnout triggered. There's a burnout. Practice on the game right there. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Flatline zone. Player 2 made all the right moves, and this experience is only gonna make them stronger. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Takes the chance to hurt him. Drive rush to try and keep up the attack. Uses a drive parry against the attack. Trips him up. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player 2 chases him down. All right, what's coming up next? Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Life lead opens up. KO! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Awesome! Grabs him. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Looking to impress with this sword. Razor hit. We're gonna see it rain. Will we see a drive impact? Shadow Rise in that burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Knockdown springs forward with the drive rush. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation. Taps the dome. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. How will they utilize this? Oh no, they're stunned. Player 2 it's a good spot to use the super. Oh, is this it? Or are they still in this? What? That was enough to kill? Yo, that read was godlike. Player 2 played with a lot of heart to pull off a tremendous win. Definitely one to watch. Jumps in. Opts for the throw. There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Big counter. Takes a trip. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Rising uppercut. Perfect input, not letting up. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Drive rush to keep it going. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their drive move. Oh, burnout trigger. Player one will look KO. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this fight. Shadow Ride is Devil's Reverse. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Springs forward with the drive rush. Somehow manages to block the reversal. Just goes for it at this rate. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales. Player one is looking forward rush. Takes to the stomping on the skull. Oh, yo, Raw super hit. Perfectly executed. Player two, face.
Here comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Yes.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checks with the projectile. Opts for the throw. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Gets a chance with that jump. Look at the damage they could pump out with the combo. Things are heating. Answers that jump in with a perfectly timed parry. They made it look easy. Reads their mind and techs the throw. Player one can't let their drive gauge down. They need to find a way to reset the situation. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Got their eye on the air. Throws them to negate the block. Player two creates a good corner opportunity. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. They don't need to go for anything big. Even a light tap could win this round. A super art? Player KO! Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. burnout is triggered. Sticks the combo. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Perfect input. It's a good spot to use the super. Springs forward with the drive. They've got the meter for a drive impact. They're going for the super arc. Cashing out all of that gauge and offers it up to the claws of Yatsu.
最後に仕上げ苦しいですか
Dealing a nice chunk of damage. Experiencing burnout. Connects with medium kick. Closing moments of the match. Links it! Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Trying to dig in deep with those hooks. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Tons of space between the fighters now. What a finish! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Gets the counter hit. Flash knuckle. This is a bad situation to be in. In with the rush. Nightshade tries to make something happen with an overdrive art. A jump goes to the air. Connects with the throw. Will this super art do anything? Player 1 is in a very good spot. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Still alive? Still alive? Are they dead? Oh, they're dead! What a way to close it out!
Luke
Player 1
wins.
gets the win in a convincing fashion.
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Deftly shuts out the jumper. They're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Opts for the throw. Blocks the jump in. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. What's the play here? Strings it all together. Takes a trip. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistake. Gets them. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Fires off in overdrive. Holds out with a block. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Medium kick. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Perfect input, not letting off. A quick breather. Burnout activates. It's a good spot to use the super. Closing it out with a super art finish. Nice and smooth. There it is. They knew it'd be enough. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're...
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checks with the projectile. Shows the overhead. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Forward throw to continue the pressure. Taking stock. Not having the cross-up. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Decent return on that combo. KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Fires off in overdrive. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. That combo did decent damage. Player 1 needs to use what little springs forward with the drive rush. Player 1, burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. A quick brief of super art. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Looking to impress with this super flawless round. They got him so quick. Player 1 took no time to finish that fight.
Here comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Blocks the jump in. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Backs them into the corner. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Back throw to get the side switch. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. I can't keep track of these corner switches. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Changes the pace with an air-to-air. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Takes a trip. Gets him. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Who will gain control of the match in the early going? This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Took him to the corner in a flash. Sandblast. Hits them with the fire. Drive rush to keep it going. Player 1 will have to be looking to impress with this super. It's time to go in. The Pale Rider snatches them. They're looking to end things right here. Ugh. Are they thinking about how to steal this round? Here comes the corner pressure. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Teleport. Looking for hits to over throw out of the tunnel. Both sides getting ready. Using their drive game. Flatline them. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a...
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight? Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Tries to bait him with the projectile. That was a solid anti-air. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player 2 with the life lead. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Throws them to negate the block. Takes a trip. Drive rush. Gets in their face. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. They break forward to pressure the opponent. Like, burnout activates. Racer hit. We're gonna see it rain. They saw a path and they took it. Player 1 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out? In with Snake Step. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Player 2 has the meter lead. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Knockdown. Their drive gauges are looking bare. sticks the combo, experiencing burnout. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Long-range fireball to break the silence. Springs forward with the drive rush. What'll happen here? Smart play with the throw. You've got to be mindful of reach and jumping at this rate. In there! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Who hits the drive? The last round. Now or never. Player 1, drive rush to keep it going. In with snake step. Player 1 is barely hanging on to their last hit. Can this drive bring them back? Player 2 with the crimson from above. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Then the burnout. Player 2 is looking at him. Will this super art do anything? All in with a rush. Player 1 perfect tech. Oh, reversal. The star closes it out. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match.
Here comes a new challenger.
It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
よしやるか
Round 1.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Blocks the jump in. Checks with the projectile. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Good anti-air. There's a corner switch. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. The jump in catches them, throws them to start the corner pressure. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive lead. Ends with a projectile. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireballs. Checks them with the projectile. Resolves the punish counter gives them a great opening here to just dig in. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Knockdown and player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Drive rush to keep it going. Player 2 has an empty drive lead. This is a very precarious situation. Perfect input. Not ends the meter. Hoping for a good return. Breaks their hip. We're gonna see it rain. Kept their composure and pulled out the combo at just the right time. Player 1 took no time to finish that fight.